Yes, I am finally figuring out that my time is up. My time is up. According to these people or these entities, whatever they are, not quite sure exactly what, but yeah, according to them, my time is up. But that is typically called, a lot of people are saying similar things, but they're calling it gang stalking. And I'm looking at the definition of gang stalking right now, and it's pretty much a setup. Because if you read it, it says group stalking or gang stalking is widely recognized by mental health professionals and researchers as a set of persecutory delusions rather than a real phenomenon. Individuals who believe they are victims, often calling themselves targeted individuals, claim that they are being harassed, surveilled, psychologically manipulated by large coordinated groups using advanced technologies like directed energy weapons or mind control. Some of this stuff is really laughable because it says key characteristics and findings include indicate, okay, the first one is psychological biases or basis, studies indicate that nearly all self-reported cases of gang stalking are delusional, are often associated with conditions such as paranoid schizophrenia or delusional disorder. Alleged tactics claim harassment methods include cyber stalking, strange phone calls, social isolation, and the use of psychotronic weapons or microwave technology to affect the victim's mind or body. Violence risk. So, we're a risk to society. It says, while most individuals do not pose a danger, a small subset has been linked to mass shootings and violent acts, such as the 2013 Navy Yard shooting of Aaron Alexis and the 2022 Ohio shooting, where perpetrators cited gang stalking beliefs as motivation. The terminology gained popularity in the 2000s to describe harassment by multiple people with no single responsible party, contrasting with traditional stalking, which typically involves a single perpetrator. Yeah. And then the next, you got to forgive my editing skills here. The next one basically is a summary of, trying to find it, which basically states that, in summary, people that make these claims are typically delusional. So I say all that to say it seems to be a setup, because anytime you say all of something, like same thing pretty much back in the day, all black people were 2/3 that of white people, right? That was the belief. That was the erroneous belief. All dogs are gray. That's an erroneous belief because it's too generalized. Anytime you have a generalization, you need to question. So I'm asking everybody to please question this. I was actually going to pull up a video to show you, basically a video about gang stalking and a group support or support groups for gang stalkers or stalker victims. And the video was buffering, and I'm going to show you that in this video. So that is pretty much what I want to say. I'm just saying that apparently, according to these folks, I have been got. I need to sit down. I need to not participate anymore in society because they have deemed me to be of no further use. So it's just not the Nolan Wells in the world. It's just not the Kelly Prices in the world. It's just not the Angie Stones in the world that have these people that, single them out for whatever reason and put them on the kill list. And this is something apparently that's going on around the world, around the country. And only certain people, I guess, are privy to it. This did not happen. This did not start happening to me until I live next door to a certain person. And it's also mentioned, like, if you look at the definitions of this, the summary also talks about how your neighbors will be the so-called stalkers. Well, in this particular case, my neighbor, none of this started happening prior to me living next door to this neighbor of mine, which I'm 1,000% sure that this guy is into this. He was doing this stuff to me when I lived there. He was trying to kill my everything, trying to kill my animals, trying to kill my grass. So yes, it was bad. So anyway, I'm just saying, this is a video I just wanted to share with you. Now that I've pretty much gotten over their shenanigans and I ignore a lot. They're bringing a lot of it now to the forefront. They're doing things that are pretty much very obvious and apparent. So their little covert is coming out a bit more. You'll see it in this video. In that, they're killing things on my property or harming things on my property, trees, rose bushes, vegetables, who knows what these people are doing. But I just wanted to share with you that you are not crazy. You're not delusional. And if you think what they want you to think, if you think that everybody who tells you that something is off, then you might need to question your sanity. Just a little bit about me. I am a single woman that has been doing well, in life. Pretty much, I purchased my first home when I was 23. I've since purchased several. I probably purchased at least 10 homes. I've sold, most of them, but purchased at least 10 homes in my short life. So yeah, and I've worked at one company. I worked in pharmaceutical sales. I worked at several companies, but one company was in medical sales, pharmaceutical sales at Pfizer for many years. And, I did well there. I was a top performer there. So all of a sudden, I'm telling the world that this gentleman that lived next door to me was doing some nefarious things. I saw him do nefarious things on his back porch, that I felt like something was going on, but I just didn't know what exactly he was doing. But now that he's doing them to me, it's obvious to me. But anyway, yeah, you're not crazy. These people, it's some type of setup going on now. But apparently, it's not just the Nolan Wells. It's not just the Angie Stones. It's not just the Kelly Prices of the world. It's a phenomenon now that is going to be a situation with a lot of people. And it does involve isolating you so that you, they foil your relationships. Your support is basically a lot like Sodom and Gomorrah. They did this in Sodom and Gomorrah. And to come back in just to say one little thing. So I said in the beginning of the video that I knew my time was up. That's not so. I know who my help is, and his name is Yahuwah. He's the creator of heaven and earth. And yeah, he might allow them to do what they're trying to do. And if he does, if that's his will, okay, whatever. But if it's not, which I don't think it is his will, actually. I don't think he's done with me yet. I don't think that Yahuwah is done. Now, the devil might be done with me because I'm done with him. But Yahuwah, I don't think Yahuwah is done with me yet. But if he is and he wants me to come on home, that's fine with me. But I'm not hurting myself. I'll just put that out there. But yeah, in this gang stalking, I made reference to, also I want to clear this up. I made reference to the fact that, it was too broad of a statement. I kind of referenced the 2/3 black thing makes you not human or whatever. That was a poor example. But basically what I'm saying is that gang stalking, for everybody that says that they're being gang stalked, is delusional. Something's delusional about that assessment, okay? Because it's too broad. What do you mean? Everybody is saying the same thing and there's no legitimacy in it? Does that even make sense? Now all of a sudden everybody's crazy? Everybody's schizophrenic that have had perfectly normal lives and thriving lives? Does that even make sense? No. We've got to question whoever defined that. And I'm going to go back and say I didn't have any of these issues prior to me living next door to this gentleman by the name of Bob Ballard. And his wife said, you know that thing Bob likes to do to people. And it started there where he was. So I know he may have influenced people, but it started there. It started with him. And he was in pharmaceutical sales just like me. And it may have also started from, I gave a bad review of a manager at Pfizer at one point. It may, because they both know each other. So they were friends. So it may have started with all of that. And as you know, those people have money to do things. So anyway, it's just a little update. If you're having these gang stalking scenarios, you're not crazy. And I know, I can't even say it's a gang stalking situation because I know the guy that initiated it with me. So, but I definitely do not think anybody that is claiming such is delusional, because I've seen crazy stuff. So, and I will also say this, it's largely witchcraft too involved. So anyway, that's an update. We'll keep you informed. Stay tuned if you want to know more, or if you want to see how it all ends up, so anyway, leave your comments below. Let me know if you've experienced any of this type of things, gang stalking things in your life, and what happened, and did they ever get caught? Just advise. Help us all to learn. Have a good day. Bye.